Hi, Mark here, trust you're well. In this Lightroom Quick, we're going to be looking at culling. Now you may be asking, what is culling? Well, I talk a lot about asking Lightroom questions and bringing the answers back. And culling is, do I like that image or don't I? So you say yes or no. And you can cull your images by using flags. Picking and rejecting. A white flag means you've picked the image, and the keyboard shortcut is P. A black flag, keyboard shortcut is X, is rejecting an image. So P for pick, I like the image. X for reject, I don't like the image. And if you wish to change your mind, U for unflag will remove any flags. So we can go through a series of images by pressing P or X on our keyboard. And when we jump into Classic in a moment, there are lots of different ways that we can apply flags. We are narrowing down our images shot to the ones that we would like to keep. So that's what culling is. Now, I don't know if you know, I host live on Zoom most weeks a Lightroom skills session and support group where we look at a skill each week, followed by your questions about anything Lightroom, Lightroom Classic, sprinkled with other apps as photographers. If you'd like to come and join us, just visit lightroommark.com and you'll see down below the video there's all the upcoming events. And you just subscribe via our Eventbrite. So without any further ado, let's jump across to Lightroom Classic and I'll actually show you how to pick and reject. And if you stay around to the end of the video, I'll give you lots of little secret little tips. So here I am, I'm in Lightroom Classic 14.5.1. It's September 2025. Culling basically hasn't changed since Classic was released in 2007. What do I do first? Well, I always work in collections. Why? It's non-destructive. Collections are in every module and you can share a collection across devices or with family and friends. So the first thing I do is I give me the environment that I want. I sort out my screen real estate. Now by pressing Tab or Option Alt Tab, PC or Mac, you get rid of the panels, top and bottom, left and right. Then I adjust my thumbnail size. So if you haven't got your toolbar, press T on your keyboard and toolbar comes at the bottom, and you should have a thumbnail slider bottom right hand corner. If you haven't, click on the little triangle. There's all your options, all your tools for your toolbars on the little triangle down the bottom. So from rotate to color labels to ratings, etc. So now I'm just going to slide the slider to the size of the thumbnails that I want. Now when I imported these, I created one-to-one previews. If you don't know how to do that, Command or Control A, select all, come up to the library menu, come down to previews, build one-to-one. Now why do I build one-to-one? Because they render instantaneously. So when I click on the image, it's there immediately. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the images, picking and rejecting them. So I press P on the first one, X on the next one. Now you can see the active images jumping forward. Why? You can either press your caps lock key or you can go up to Photo and come down to Auto Advance. And that's what it's doing. If I just press P now, it stays on the active image. If I go up to Photo, Auto Advance, move on, press X, P. So it's actively moving on. I'm going to go Command or Control A. I'm going to press U to unflag. This is the great thing about picking and rejecting. You can change your mind. So I'm going to Command D for deselect, and I'm going to turn on the attribute filter, unflag. See, in the middle here, you've got flagged, unflagged, and picked. That's going to present the view of unflagged. All the images are unflagged. So when I pick a flag, pick an image, it disappears. If I reject an image by pressing X, it disappears. Let's make the thumbnails a bit bigger. There we go. So I've now got 3 images across my screen. Pick, reject, pick. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to move my cursor. Use my cursor key, move to the right. X. Not sure about that one. X on that one, or reject that one. Going to pick that one, but I could go back. So it's a way of filtering. Just show me the unflagged images, and choosing. I like this one. I like that one, so I'm going to reject that one. I'm going to pick. So I'm just using P and X on the keyboard. Pick, X, 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 pick. So now I've culled all those images. My first cull. So now we can see, I reduce the thumbnail size. The ones that are greyed out are black flagged. The ones that are normal exposure are white flagged. And I can press the white flag and actually look at them again. Now what I could do is I've got 3 images very similar there. I've clicked on the first image, shifted, clicked on the last image, and press N. Now I'm going to look at them. Oh, what one do I like? Well, actually, I quite prefer the middle one. Why? Because it's a little bit darker and protecting the highlights in the sky. Now, I could look at the histogram, but I just know that. So I'm going to active image. You can see there's a black line, dark grey, black line around the cell, and press X. Because I've got the filter on, it's disappeared. Going to keep that one as picked, and now I'm going to go to the right hand image. You can see the active cell, press X on there, press G again, and there we go. So I'm now looking at the 2 images that I've kept, one I've got rid of, and I'm just picking and rejecting. If I take the filter off, there's all my images. So I'm not deleting them, I'm just hiding them. So let's show you another way that you can apply flags. So I'm going to go Command Control A to select all. Now I'm going to press U on the keyboard to unflag. So I've got no flags at all now. If I come down to the paint can, which is in the toolbar at the bottom left hand corner, and I take the paint can out, I can choose several options. One of them is flagged. And I can choose, do I want to flag, do I want to unflag, do I want to reject? Now I'm going to turn a filter on. Unflagged. So I've clicked on the middle little flag in the filter bar, in the library filter bar, and now I'm going to say show me my unflagged images. So what I'm going to first do is a cull of the images that I don't like. Okay, so I'm just going to spray on this image, spray on this image, spray on that one, spray, 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 and spray on that one, and there we go. Oh, not sure about these ones. I'm going to bring my mouse to the grey cell. I'm going to click on the cell. I'm going to shift click on the next cell. And now I'm going to press N for survey mode. Got the 2 images looking side by side. Go back to G. Spray on the second image. Spray on that image. So I'm going through the images. What do I like? What I don't like. Put the paint can back on the tool. On the dock, on the toolbar, and I can turn off my filter, and there we go. I can say show me my picked image. These are my picked images, the ones that I've liked. So it's a great way of saying yes, I like this image, no, I don't like this image. Now for a bonus tip, smart collections. Let me show you what a smart collection is. We can create a smart collection, and we can say picked or flagged, so whatever we want to call it, and we're going to come down to pick flag is flagged. Create, and these are all the images that are in this catalogue with a flag, white flag on them. So you can work through a methodical workflow of Have I flagged, unflagged? And using the filter bar now within this smart collection, I could go to my metadata and go to dates and say, show me all the images in a particular date range. So show me all the images in 2025 that I've taken that are unflagged, or that are flagged, or that are rejected. Lots of different possibilities. And this is what we go through and discuss your workflow in our live events. If you'd like to come and join us, lightroommark.com, you'll see lots of events that are hosted on Zoom and you book through Eventbrite. Now for that special tip. You've picked a load of images and you want to delete them. So we go to our folder structure, let's turn off our filter bars, go to our folder structure, we go to our images, and I'm just going to select the top level folder. I've got 1,892 images in there. If I hold the Command or Control key down and press the delete key, I get the option wherever I am looking, whatever folder it is. So if it's a folder that's lower down in the hierarchical structure, it will look in that place. It will bring me back all the rejected images, and I get the choice of removing them from Classic or deleting them from the disk, which will remove them as obviously as well. So you can leave them on the disk or you can delete them permanently. So it's a way of, over time, going through all your images and saying, oh, those were 4 months ago, I don't want them anymore. You press Command or Control, hold that down and press delete, and whatever location you're in the folder structure, because there's 4 things we do in the folder structure, that's all we do in the folder structure, the rest is all in collections, in my opinion. Anyway, I hope today has been of help. If it has, please subscribe, thumbs up. If you've got a question, leave it in the comments. And if you've got a way that you use picking, rejecting, flags, filters that you think I should know about, paste the link in a comment to a video. Take care, stay safe, and happy photography. Bye for now.